Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats.
It works now? Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, welcome to this afternoon session. We are here as an organization to promote human rights, democracy, and the rule of law. And nowadays, more than ever before, it seems to us that doing this becomes more and more difficult throughout our continent. But what we are going to do during these 3 days of the forum, of course, is to try to understand how democracy and education are connected. So democracy not being something that we learn theoretically, but that we practice.
Here we have a speaker from Israel now, Mr. Yaakov Hecht, who is a true pioneer of democratic education. And what is important is that this really is an example of the practice of how to bring together democracy and education, which is the topic of the forum. Mr. Hecht, the floor is yours.
Thank you. And when I say that I want to build a democratic school, I mean that if in the puzzle, the big puzzle of democratic country, I feel that it's a missing piece of this puzzle. And this is the education. Education that promotes democracy, that promotes and prepare people to the future. But how we build a school that prepares us to the future? That was my idea to build this democratic school. I find myself build another 30 democratic schools in Israel. You understand, the movement became very big. Now we have a teacher training program all over the world, and a lot of schools begin to deal with the idea of democratic education.
Sehr geehrter Herr Ludwig Spähnle, wir befinden uns auf dem World Forum for Democracy, organisiert von dem Council of Europe in Strassburg. Wir sind Vertreter der demokratischen Bildung aus Deutschland,
Japan,
Israel,
Netherlands,
United Kingdom,
Poland, France,
the Netherlands.
Wir sind der Meinung, dass in einem freien Staat wie Bayern eine vielfältige Bildungslandschaft wichtig ist. Wir rufen Sie und Ihr Ministerium dazu auf, demokratische Bildung und die Sudbury Schule Ammersee zu unterstützen.
To all the people from the Department of Education in Bavaria. As you remember, my name is Yaakov Hecht. I visited you 2 years ago, and I think in these last 2 years something very unique happened in my country, in Israel, that we recognize as an official learning environment in Israel. So the democratic education is now part of the Israeli Department of Education. So I hear that in the last 2 years you have a little bit difficulties with the Sudbury school that function in München. So I offer to you I offer that I will come to München, and I tell you seriously that I can come in any time that you say, because the situation is very important. And I feel we can find solution that two of you agreed together. That's what we done in Israel. Because we in Israel have 2 Sudbury schools also. And in the beginning it was very complicated to make connection between them and the Minister of Education. Today, 2 of them is recognized as official schools in Israel. So please take a chance. I offer myself as a mediator between you and the group of the School of Sudbury, Ammersee. I'm sure that I can listen very strongly to what you have and to what the group have to say, and thinking about how we can arrange a mediation that find a solution together. So I hope you will take my suggestion with a lot of love. Bye.
Good afternoon, Bavaria. My name is Derry Hannum. I was once a head teacher, and then for the last 25 years, a school inspector. I've been involved with Council of Europe since 1997, for nearly 20 years. For all this time, we discussed the problem: how do we help young people develop a good understanding of human rights and democratic citizenship? I've been fortunate enough to visit the Sudbury School in Ammersee 3 times now. Each time I enjoyed my visit very much, and I watched children learning by experience how to make democracy work and how to understand human rights. And this has been very impressive. I enjoyed my visit 1 year ago, when I met with some officials from the Education Department, and we had a good dialogue about the importance of a variety of approaches to learning in our schools. So I would like to say, given the current difficulties with the regulations in Bavaria and Ammersee School, if there's any way that I can use my experience to help you, I would be very pleased to do so. I have visited democratic schools all over the world. I made a count just before this interview, 32 democratic schools in the last 15 years. So I think I can say with some assurance that I know what a successful democratic school looks like. And I have to say, without being offensive in any way, that the democratic school at Ammersee is a success. I'm personally very sad if it can't continue. I thought it was great that the officials allowed it to exist for 2 years. But I would just say in conclusion, to make a success of such a school takes more than 2 years. And I would hope you can at least give them another 2 or 3 years in order to prove what they can do. As I said, if I can be of any assistance, I will happily come to Munich for a conversation with you. Thank you.